Spicy boy. I am Spicy Boy, the main hero of the Nerf Nor Chronicles. And this is my origin story. Now, if you've watched some videos, you probably have a bit of an idea of who I am, but I'm going to explain my origin story because I feel like it. I feel like it could use some more elaboration. So, for those of you who don't know anything about me, I am Spicy Boy because I am spicy and I'm a boy and I like spices and because I scream, Spicy Boy! Yeah. And so, how did I start? Where did my story begin? How did I become Lord Calculus's or Lord Babyberg's greatest enemy? It all begins when I didn't exist, alright? So, long ago, I didn't exist. It was just a void. I wasn't born. But then, these two gods come up. And they asked, do you like beef? I like beef a lot, sir, actually. Do you like beef too? I do like beef. It's quite smashing, love. Yeah, that's very cool. You know, I do like beef a lot, but I do think it's actually like a few pieces of bacon in the morning. And some pork, you know. Bacon, boy. So you just spiked. You just spiked. But see that right there? It's just power. It's just a whole blob power. And so they screamed, I like beef so much. It was loud and it caused tons of shockwaves everywhere. Caused the Earth's axis to shift 360 degrees. And it caused the weather to change. And then I just popped out of the ground for some reason. Spicy Boy! I said as a little baby. And that's how I earned the name Spicy Boy, was through my first words. And for some odd reason, I could speak very well. But for the most part, for that earliest stage of my life, I really didn't do much. I wasn't involved in anything. I just simply was a normal person. A normal person that was born from when these two guys screamed beef so loud that they caused the earth to shift axes and then have me born from nothing. Yeah, you know, I was normal. A normal citizen of the United States of Baby America, or Ameribaby, as some people call it. A country within the planet Babyberg, within the Babyberg star system, within the Babyberg Milky Way galaxy, within the universe of Babyberg, within the multiverse of Babyberg, you know, the usual. And now at that time, the multiverse was under the rule of Lord Babyberg. It was like his 100 billionth birthday, you know. And so, Babyberg was, you know, he was a bad guy. He was a tyrant. And yeah, I was a little bit concerned, but for the most part, I just did nothing because I was just a casual citizen who happened to really like spices so much. And I also really like sandwiches, and so I was one day eating a sandwich for lunch. And then this demon comes up And he's like, sandwich. I need a sandwich. You kind of smell like a baka. Aaron Yeager. Oh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And I'm just like, what is your problem, man? I'm eating my sandwich and you ain't stopping me. And then the demon thing looked at me. He was an evil entity. And he's like, I want sandwiches. Give me sandwiches. And then, to my horror, the demon possessed me. I like sandwich. Sandwiches. Sandwich is good. Sandwich is great. And so then I was possessed by the sandwich-obsessed demon. And I began in a really long and violent quest to seek out sandwiches. Because the demon had possessed me. And I killed many throughout the multiverse in pursuit of sandwiches. I got a whole ton of sandwiches. Varying flavors. Peanut butter and jelly, hot sauce, the usual peanut butter jelly time, way up. The usual. And yeah, and what was I thinking while doing this? In my deep subliminal conscious vestige type thing. So inside the head, I was like looking at the demon like, what are you making me do? I don't even like sandwiches. I like spices because I'm a spicy boy. And then the sandwich, he was like, sandwich. I need sandwich. Sandwich good. And so he just kept on making me do all these horrifying, evil things in pursuit of something so small. I'd never seen so much devotion to find sandwiches. Ever. And I thought the chaos would never end. It just seemed unending, eternal. But then, salvation came. A hero named Spicy Man, who formed a resistance against the Dark Lord Calculus. Against the Dark Lord Babybird, actually, not Calculus. He was not known as Calculus at that point, but he was known as Lord Babybird. So, Spicy Man formed a resistance, and he could use all the powerful allies he could get. And so, while I was possessed that whole time, I had accumulated a lot of power, and he also apparently thought that I was a reincarnation of a meme lord called Lord T-Poser, who would T-pose over evil and believed that I was a chosen savior. But of course, before he could tell me that, he had to break me free from the sandwich demon's possession. And as it turns out, this sandwich demon was not just any sandwich-obsessed demon. It was a demon known as the Nerf Kid of Cringe, because he was a Nerf kid, and he was cringe as hell. And so, Spicy Man sent one of his strongest minions to free me. And he was called the Man Brother. I can't play any more of that because I'm going to get copyrighted. Crap! Alright. I just played copyrighted music. Forget I just did that, YouTube. Alright, you did not see anything. I did not play copyright music. But anywho, so Spicy Man sends the Man Brother after me. And the Man Brother's like, Man Brother! And so the Man Brother is the son of Spicy Man. And, of course, Nerf Kid of Cringe looked at him and is like, sandwich! I need sandwich! You kinda smell like a baka. Aaron Yeager. And so the Nerf Kid of Cringe charged towards him. He grabbed his gun out and screamed like a freaking banshee. And then Spicy Man, no, not Spicy Man, the Man Brother looked at him and he's like, bitch, you serious, man? Alright, I'm just gonna be silent and grab my own gun and shoot you down to the depths of hell, you freaking Nerf Kid of Cringe. And so the man brother and the Nerf Kid of Cringe began their first duel. The first duel in many duels. A duel that would just forever change the fate of the multiverse forever. A duel to free me, Spicy Boy. That was in the future though. And so they began their battle. The battle to free me and the battle to take sandwiches. They clashed together like yin and yang. Entire planets were destroyed from this battle. It was a great spectacle. A spectacle that made Lord Babyberg look and be like, bitch, what the fuck is going on, man? You're supposed to be our strongest demon, Nerf Kid of Cringe, and you're just usually got a family like that. And so then the battle began, the battle ensued, and in the aftermath of the chaos, although facing a setback for a brief moment, the man brother rose up and shot the Nerf Kid of Cringe so hard that he screamed like a banshee into the camera. He was like, ah! And then, in the aftermath of all of it, the Nerf Kid of Cringe was beaten. And so I was free from its demonic possession after a long, long time. And I looked at the man brother, and I thought he was the biggest Giga Chad I had ever seen. No, I can't do that. Copyright. You gotta remember the copyright, man. Okay, anywho. No copyright music, but okay, but anywho. So, the man brother looked at me, and he said, "Are you okay?" Man brother. And I'm looking at him like, who you talking to? And he's like, I'm talking to you, boy. What's your name, boy? And I said, Spicy Boy, he. And so the man brother told me of his mission. He said that he had been sent by the great warrior Spicy Man. He told me, and so I asked him, why? And he said, first of all, you were overpowered as frick with that Nerf Kid of Cringe possessing you, and so we had no choice. He was going to steal all the sandwiches if we left him unchecked. And second of all, we believe that you, Spicy Boy, can defeat the Dark Lord Babyberg. And I'm like, defeat what now? Defeat Emperor Babyberg? You serious? You serious? Did you just say beat Lord Babyberg? Emperor Babyberg, the emperor of the multiverse, who literally became emperor at the age of 6 and has reigned for 100 billion years. Him? And he said, yeah, him. And so I, Spicy Boy, had began my hero arc. I caused so much damage as the Nerf Kid of Cringe's vessel that I was horrified. What if this happens to me? What if this happens to me? And the man brother said with a Giga Chad voice, it's okay, man. You're gonna be just fine. And so then he took me to his master, Spicy Man. And upon seeing Spicy Man, just when I thought the man brother was a big Giga Chad, oh no, he had nothing in comparison to Spicy Man. So Spicy Man was the biggest Giga Chad in the multiverse. It was unreal, seeing such perfection in the flesh. And so, yeah. And so he looked at me and he's like, you Spicy Boy? And I said, yeah, you Spicy Man? And he said, yeah, I'm Spicy Man. A man that is spicy as fuck. And so, he said, we believe you are the key to defeating the Dark Lord, Baby Bug. For eons, Baby Bug has reigned over the multiverse, and for eons he has caused many deaths, and he is as evil as they get, and overpowered. So overpowered, it's as if the writers made him that way, and left a bunch of plot holes. And so, we believe you, Spicy Boy, can defeat him. And I'm like, but I'm just a boy. And he's like, you ain't no boy. You're a spicy boy. And if anyone can beat him, it's you. And I said, but no, you can beat him because you're a Giga Chad. You're the chaddest of chads. The Giga Chattiest of Giga Chads. And so, should you be able to beat him? And he's like, oh no. You see, if it were that easy, then this war would have ended a long time ago. I was once a servant of Lord Babyberg, and I did some pretty evil things myself. But then, my eyes were open when some dude offered me a chocolate bar. And I looked at the chocolate bar and said, holy freak, this is the most Giga Chad chocolate bar I've ever seen in my life. And I asked him, does it have any special properties? And he said, no, it's just a chocolate bar. And so then from then on, I betrayed Lord Babybug and began to resist him. Originally, it was for the selfish intention of getting that chocolate bar. But then the cause grew beyond me. And now I genuinely wanted to protect humanity. And I realized, after doing so much research, it turns out that Lord Babyberg is actually an incarnation of an ancient entity known as Lord Calculus, one of the 6 great meme lords of the multiverse that has been responsible for shaping much of its history. The meme lord of dark memes. The meme lord of mathematical darkness. He was his reincarnation. And after doing research, I realized that there's only one meme lord out there that can stand against him. And it's called Lord T-Poser. A meme lord that has the power to T-pose over evil. And Spicy Boy, we believe that meme lord lies inside you. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck does that mean? And he said, it means you're his reincarnation. You are the incarnation. Sorry about that. My dog was being a little bitch. But anywho, he said that you, Spicy Boy, are the next incarnation of Lord T-Poser. Part of an ancient feud that has been going on since the dawn of time. Only Lord T-Poser can defeat Lord Calculus, and likewise, only Spicy Boy can defeat Lord Babyberg. And so, I had began my hero arc of training, and I was like, but wait, if that were the case, wouldn't I be this powerful already? And he's like, you gotta tap into your past life potential. You gotta learn the art of spicy manliness. And eventually, I'll teach you how to wield one of my strongest weapons. A weapon that has been a big contributor to Lord Babyberg's rise in power. Called the Universal Nose Flute. A flute that unfortunately I forgot to bring. So, yeah, that's fun. I can't show you all it. But, anywho, he said, eventually after all that, he would teach me how to use its power. And so I began my training. And it was brutal, but being a spicy boy has its privileges. And one thing is that I'm spicy as fuck. And so my first challenge came when this ragtag cowboy named Murica Jones popped up. And he claimed himself to be the spiciest man alive. So spicy that he can tolerate spices even more than Lord Babyberg and Spicy Man combined. And so that was my first trial as a hero. And so Spicy Man told me, yo, this dude's being a little bitch. Go fuck him up. And so I'm like, okay. And so then I went to him and I told him, yo, Murica Jones, quit your stupid ass patriotism and go die. And he's like, spicy boy, you're a spicy boy, huh? Can you tolerate more spices than I can? And then he just ate a fuck ton of Buffalo Wild Wings with hot sauce of all varying flavors I had never seen before. He even drank a whole, not just bottle, but a freaking gallon the size of a barrel of hot sauce. And I looked at him and I'm like, bitch, you serious? And so then I grabbed a thing that was the size of a pool and I sipped up all the hot sauce in it. I drank so much hot sauce that I was flaming hot. And so I drank it all up, and then Murica Jones was looking at me and he was like, what? That's so un-American. And I'm like, what's so un-American? I'm doing what you're doing. And then he's like, ah. And so then I took the title of spiciest boy alive right from him. And that was a testimony of how far my spicy manliness had come. And so then Murica Jones fled the scene before I could do anything about it. And so I went to Spice Man and told him, and he's like, I'm proud of you, boy. You have finally surpassed me in the art of spice manliness. And I'm like, no, I did not. What are you talking about? And he was like, okay, fair enough. But you're getting there. You're getting there. And so then one day, North Pole Santa Claus got really sick, which meant that he could deliver presents. This guy. And so that meant that I had to take his place for a bit and save Christmas, because if I didn't, then the whole multiverse would be crapped. Because let's be honest, the only reason why the multiverse has survived as long as it had under Lord Babyberg's rule is because of Santa Claus and Christmas. Christmas is what keeps the spirit alive. And so I took the place of Santa Claus for a bit, of North Pole Santa, not to be confused with South Pole Santa. And so I delivered all the gifts to all the good children. And so then Spice Man was proud. And an evil Santa comes up. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, saving Christmas, bitch. And then he's like, you little bitch. And then I kicked his butt and screamed spicy boy at the top of my lungs. And then he just ran away like a little baby, vowing he gets stronger. And so then later on, South Pole Santa gets sick. And so he can't deliver gifts either. And so then I took his place and delivered all the gifts to the naughty children who deserve second chances in life. And so then I saved Christmas for the naughty as well. And so then from then on, I did some other stuff too, like battle the deranged Easter Bunny and all that like. And eventually, I gained so much notoriety as a savior of mankind that Lord Babyberg was furious. He was screaming at the top of his lungs. And so his fury had been evoked. He was so darn triggered that, I don't know, man. It was insane. He grabbed his phone, tweeted about why Spicy Boy needed to be canceled, why this stupid existence needed to be canceled. He tried to cancel me, but it didn't work. All right, his tweeting skills was useless. He was losing his power bit by bit, the power that he had accumulated so easily. And so Lord Babyberg decided, enough is enough. I'm going to challenge this loser myself. And so then Lord Babyberg comes up, and it's my first fateful confrontation with him. And I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. Baby Berg defeated me easily. He kicked my ass. And right when he was about to kill me, Spicy Man comes in. And so then, oh damn it, copyright. Oh! Alright, but anywho, Spicy Man swoops down to defend me. And he says, you ain't harming this boy because he's a spicy boy. And as a spicy man, I'm gonna kick your ass. And so then Lord Baby Berg killed him. Or actually, no, he didn't kill him. He put up a good fight. So then Baby Berg pulls out his universal nose flute. And then likewise, Spicy Man pulls his out. And he's like, ha, I stole your recipe for creating the most powerful weapon ever. And so then Lord Baby Berg's like, fuck. And so then they fight. And they fight. And they fight to the death. But then Lord Baby Berg killed him. He killed him, kicked his ass. The man brother also tried to stop him, but the man brother couldn't help either. I was alone. I was defenseless. So Baby Berg killed Spicy Man right in front of me. He killed him with a sonically charged shriek and started screaming about the epsilon delta definition of limit. He killed him with math magic. The powers of the dark math. He killed him with variables like epsilon delta pi, gamma beta. And so, yeah, Spicy Man died in front of me. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. I was weak, defenseless. But then I had an epiphany, and that was to begin my shonen arc. The arc of becoming a shonen protagonist. Where I would train the fuck up. I mean, I had already trained, but now I really started to train. I trained so hard. And I eventually became so powerful that I could use the universal nose flute of Spicy Man. Now you're probably wondering, couldn't Lord Baby Berg have just stolen the universal nose flute from Spicy Man? And the answer is no, because immediately I just grabbed it from Lord Baby Berg before he even had a chance to steal it. And then I ran away. The only thing I could have done. But anywho, I trained and became very powerful. I could play Hedwig's theme on the universal nose flute. I could play My Little Pony on... Well, actually, no, I couldn't. I did not discover the power of friendship. But I could play Hot Cross Buns on it. And, yeah, I had succeeded Spicy Man. And now I was ready to avenge him. And so I fought Lord Baby Berg once again. And I kicked his ass. And Baby Berg ran away like a little baby and vowed to get his revenge. And so then, from then on, you're probably wondering what happens next. Well, Baby Berg realized his past life. He was Lord Calculus, an entity. And he knew about that. He had access to all of his past life memories and all that. And so Baby Berg knew that he was losing power. He couldn't keep the masses in line because they had not become afraid of him. The masses were starting to lose their fear of him because of me and because of everything else that had happened, even though I got my ass beaten. Still. And so Baby Berg decided to do the unthinkable. He changed his name to Lord Calculus because he figured that if Baby Berg wasn't a terrifying name, then Lord Calculus might. And indeed it was. He had embraced his incarnation heritage as the incarnate of Lord Calculus. And so he became Lord Calculus from then on. And he had mastered the powers of mathematical darkness. He had mastered the epsilon delta definition of limit. He had mastered de Broglie's rule and El Hopital's rule and all the other calculistic crap. And so he was growing powerful, but he didn't know that I was also becoming powerful. And so, from then on, we have battled and battled for eons and eons. I took control of Spicy Man's resistance and led more and more fights against him, diminished his empire as much as I could, until eventually it was just Lord Babyberg or Lord Calculus left. But Lord Calculus had a weapon. He had gained the power of the universal beef, and with his power, he had tried to make everyone vegan with the power of the beef. But I destroyed the beef. But not before Lord Calculus had revealed a terrifying truth. And that was that he was my father. And not just my father, he was also my mother. But not just was he my mother, he was also my grandma and grandpa and grand uncle and grand aunt and uncle and aunt and first cousin once removed and second cousin once removed and third cousin once removed and first cousin twice removed, first cousin thrice removed, and second cousin twice removed and second cousin thrice removed and fourth cousin once removed and fourth cousin thrice removed. And he was also revealed to be my brother and sister, my half brother and half sister, my college girlfriend, my college boyfriend, my college roommate, my high school girlfriend, my high school boyfriend, and my son and daughter and grandson and granddaughter and great-grandson and great-granddaughter and niece and nephew and great-niece and great-nephew and great-great-niece and great-great-nephew and all the like. And he had me. I couldn't believe my eyes. And he was like, Spicy Man never told you any of that, did he? And I was like, no! There was a bit of a video on that on YouTube, but unfortunately it was cut out because of ads. Watch it. It's called When Ads Interrupt Your Video. But anywho, I'll tell you what happens then. So then Lord Calculus defeated me again. He kicked my ass, even though I had foiled his plans. But I wasn't giving up. I had a job to do. And so then I got up and I fought again and again and again. And eventually, I kicked his ass. I killed Lord Calculus and defeated him. And from then on, he had been banished to hell. But God took mercy on him. Why? I don't know. But he did. And he sent Lord Calculus back, thinking that he had changed for the better. But I was no fool. He was still evil. He remained a villain as always. But his power had been weakened. But even so, despite losing the entire multiverse, he managed to hold on to a good portion of the galaxy and a good portion of the multiverse. And so now I have one mission and one mission only, and that is to kick the ass out of Lord Calculus. And that's the story of Spicy Boy, and I'll see you later. Bye.